If you're watching this, I'm dead. That's not true, but if you are watching this, this is me in the process of attempting to make a video about Smash Bros. Ultimate Thursday night, the night before or of its release. And if all goes to plan, I'm gonna be staying up all night to get the game, to play the game, and to show you a little of the game.
Damn it, doing this with one hand is impossible. Oh shit. Oh my god, dude, this feels so good.
Okay, so the time is currently 1:57 a.m. Juliana's asleep, so I have to be very quiet. But in the meantime, I'm going to play as much of this as I can between now and the morning to get a video made so I can, yeah. Currently 3:10 a.m. so I've been playing Spirits for about an hour, and I figured now, while I'm still alive, I will play online a little bit. Just did my first online battle, and there was a big whole few seconds in the middle of that fight that just completely stopped. And then there was a few frame drops after that. That was pretty annoying to have to deal with that for a second. The time is currently 4 a.m., which is the regular time in which I get up. Anyways, so it's almost like I'm back to my routine. Except I'm just never went to sleep. Ow, God, that hurt more than I thought it would. So let me just make it really clear, first and foremost, that I would not consider this in any way, shape, and form a review, since I spent about 4 hours with the game. That is nearly not enough to really grasp what this Smash Bros. Has to offer. So take this as a first impressions and just kind of basic feelings on Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Switch. So right from the start, the moment I was able to sit down with my friend Scott earlier, the first thing we did was just jump immediately into a wireless game, and it was so good. It felt so awesome to do it. One thing to note is that from the start, regardless of any mode you begin, you only have 8 characters available to you, and then you have to unlock them what appears to be by playing Smash itself or Spirits mode. I don't think playing with my friend Scott in just a normal versus Smash thing triggered unlocking any characters, which is sort of a bummer, but I don't want to say that firmly yet because I could be wrong, and it just didn't happen for either one of us while playing. Now, right from the start, the one thing that separates this Smash from the rest immediately is the Spirits mode, which is what essentially replaces the story mode, which, if I remember correctly, the Wii U one didn't even have a story mode of any kind. Not only did Spirits mode start off with a fucking badass cutscene, but also just its over-the-world map and kind of world thing is just really cool and refreshing to have in something like a Smash game. Basically, the way Spirits mode works is you start off as Kirby and you go through different scenario fights and collect spirits from each fight, and each spirit kind of unlocks different perks and different abilities that you can apply to your character, and each one helps in different scenarios, whether it's a straight stamina match, or if the other player has a certain perk that gives their defense more, you can then have a spirit that counteracts that in some way. And I think so far in the couple hours I've played this game, spirits mode is the most effective way to unlock more characters, because every single time you unlock a character in spirits mode, it then is added to your roster through the entire game. And so far that has seemed a little bit more efficient than just playing round and round and round after in Smash mode until you get one of the challengers that comes up. Then after playing that for an hour, I transitioned over to online, and that's where I kind of had a different experience. In the few rounds that I played, it would be playing just fine and smoothly, and then suddenly I would start to experience a choke up, one of which took several seconds, just frozen. I thought the game was done, but then I continued afterwards just fine. I don't know if that's something that has to do with my connection, and I don't have a bad internet connection, or the players on the other end, or so forth, or it's just that it's day one, but my experiences were okay. Now, I must say that there's quite a lot of controversy that people are just assuming that this is just a port of the Wii U one, and let me tell you, in the few hours I've spent in this game, this is absolutely, completely, 100% a new game, and it feels so damn good. Now, I already thought the Wii U one was really strong, so I wouldn't even been opposed to them just pouring this over with a little extra content, but because the way they set this one up, the way they choose for you to have 8 players, the spirits mode, and as well as a lot of new content, it just feels like a new game, and it truly feels like the definitive one. Another really quick thing is that I first played the game handheld for about an hour until I switched over to docked, and I saw almost absolutely no difference between the two whatsoever. In fact, handheld looked fantastic, and handheld looked incredible, and it's still truly remarkable to me to realize that I'm playing a game like this on a handheld on the go. It's awesome. And though I know, of course, it was done on the 3DS, this is a much different experience. Okay, so now that my impressions are kind of out of the way, I want to end this video with some questions from the community about the game. So yeah, okay, is it worth it if I plan on playing it mostly by myself? If that means you're not going to be playing online, I still think Spirits Mode so far has a ton of stuff in it, and though I haven't nearly scratched the surface of it, some other reviews have said it taking upwards to 20 hours to completely finish, and that's pretty impressive. How smooth does the gameplay feel? The gameplay feels incredible. Online, however, is a little rocky, so maybe in time, but at this moment, it's passable by my standards, but I assure you that by some other people, they're not going to be happy with it. But fighting games are tough in that sense, so I don't know. Overall though, it feels amazing. Is it worth buying a Switch for? I've heard a lot of hype, but I only played Smash earlier when I was younger. That's a really hard question to answer, only because it really depends on your situation, what it is you want out of a game. I would say if you played Smash earlier in your life when you were younger and it didn't seem to have the impact on you that it's had on some other ones, it's hard for me to suggest you buying a Switch for this game. If anything, I would suggest buying a Switch for a series of other games like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, and even just the ability to have games like Skyrim portable, and then you can ease into Smash. But buying a Switch for Smash alone and not being entirely sure if you enjoy Smash, I'd probably say stay away. Okay, that's it. I'm tired. It's Juliana's still asleep. I'm still trying to be quiet, so I apologize for how this video is. Thanks for watching. Yeah, bye.